Hi, and welcome to video number 3 on our YouTube series. I am Rebecca, the owner and lead designer of New Creations Wedding Design and Coordination. Today we're going to be talking about the 8 tips on how to hire your wedding vendor professional. This goes for not only planners, but also all the way through the gamut, whatever vendor you are looking to hire for your wedding day. So point number 1 is response time. Something that I pride myself very highly on is my response time to my clients. Clients that are either looking to hire me or clients that have already booked with me, they know that I will get back to them within 24 hours. I do take days off, however, and of course I have events on weekends. So my clients have come to expect that if I am at an event or if it's my day off, they will automatically receive a bounce back email letting them know exactly when I will get back to them. This should carry over into any wedding vendor that you are looking to hire. They should absolutely respect that you as a client are coming to them and saying, hey, I potentially want to work with you. I want to give you my money. And they should respect that, and they should be able to get back to you within a timely manner. Number 2, and something to always look for no matter what vendor you are hiring, is a solid contract. Now, some contracts are going to be a little bit less formal in the way that that vendor has chosen to do business, whether that be a DJ or whether that be a lot of the times here up in the islands, we have kind of a little bit looser contracts. But on my end of the spectrum, this should be a contract that not only protects me as the vendor, but also you as the client. Number 3, online reputation. Huge, 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 especially in this industry. So we are a very, very small wedding planning community here in Seattle. More than likely, if you are working with a reputable vendor, another vendor will know them. So ask around. Don't hesitate to get other vendors' opinions of somebody that you are looking to hire. Look at their online reputation. Always, in my opinion, throw out the high, throw out the low, and get a really good average of what that overall experience with that vendor is from multiple different people. Number 4 is passion. Can you see the passion behind what service that vendor is providing? Do they really connect with you? Do they really want to get to know you as a client? Are they good at what they do? Can you see the passion and can you see the excitement behind their eyes about servicing you as a client? Number 5 goes along kind of with seeing the passion behind the vendor that you're looking to hire. It's, can you see that person with you on your wedding day, with your family, with your bridal party? That is huge, especially for photographers, videographers, and the planner. Those are your only 3 vendors that are going to be with you from start to finish on your wedding day. So it is imperative that you have a really, really good relationship with those specific vendors, as well as all the other vendors you're looking to hire. Number 6, we as wedding vendors quite often have opinions, and quite often we are very opinionated about our opinions. So we want to make sure that you are receiving both our professional opinion on what we have seen work well, but make sure that the vendor that you're interviewing also takes your opinion to heart and really finds that really nice middle ground. If you are dead set on having something one way and the vendor is saying, well, you might want to think about maybe going another route on this, find that common middle ground so that both of you are taking not only the vendor's experience, but what you've always envisioned on your wedding day as well. Number 7, and it is a biggie, is does that vendor's pricing align with your budget? Regardless of if you're the pro football player whose wedding I planned all the way to the CFO of a company, everybody has a budget, regardless of how big or small. So do make sure that you are doing your homework and hire vendors that align with your budget, regardless of what that is. Vendors that have years of experience are of course going to be a little bit higher priced because they're going to have more years of know-how, more years of knowing exactly how to handle your wedding. They've put in the time, they've gotten the reputation, and they have the resources to be able to do your wedding flawlessly. Vendors who are just starting out are of course going to be on the lower end of the spectrum, and they should be because they are still learning, they are still experiencing new things. And just know that if you are on the lower end of the spectrum, that you need to be okay with vendors who are just starting out. Everyone had to start somewhere, so don't be afraid to always go with the newbies if that's what fits best with you. Of course, on the higher end, if you want that absolute excellent reputation, those years of experience, and if that is a high priority to you, then you will be able to afford a little bit more as far as what vendor you are looking for. Number 8, and our last point, goes over all the design of your wedding? Can that vendor really grasp the style and the aesthetic that you are after for your wedding day? And this doesn't just speak to vendors who are creating the visual aspects, whether that be florals, paper goods, the design aspects. It does carry over into vendors that are doing the behind the scenes, like videography, photography, making sure that that aesthetic from that videographer or photographer carries over into the main look that you are after for your wedding day. So those are my 8 tips on how to hire the perfect wedding vendor. If you have suggestions on how you hired your vendor, or if you still have future questions, don't hesitate to reach out via email, online here at YouTube, and just leave a note in the comment section. Or of course, you can always find me on Facebook. I look forward to hearing your tips and advice, and we'll see you next time. Thank you very much. Bye.